Dollar. Dirt on money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Oh, Lord. You see the title, man. It has finally... Ooh, that sounds bad. But it's finally happened, man. P. Diddy has finally been arrested. We're going to check out Charlie, his response about the whole situation. We'll piggyback off of what he got to say. Y'all know Charlie likes to go in like some details, breakdown of it. Yeah. So we're just going to piggyback off the boy Charlie, or you might know him as, what is it? Moist Critical, but what's the other one? Pins.
Yeah, I don't.
Pin.
I just call him Charlie.
Yeah, I just call him Charlie, man. Or Moist Critical.
I call him Charlie.
Or I say Moist Critical. You'll know when I be like Moist Critical. But the other one, Penguins, I don't get down with that one, man.
But yeah.
But hey, man, with that being said, before you get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals.
Knock it in with a thumbs up.
Y'all let us know how y'all feel about this situation, man. Let us know. Were you always a believer that some shady things were going on with the man? Mr. Take That? He said, can't stop, won't stop.
That's what he said. Been saying it.
He told y'all, he said, can't stop, won't stop. Give it to him. But let's go. Bad boys for life. Yeah, you a bad boy. He ain't no bad boy. He a naughty boy.
Oh my gosh, it's so like okay.
Hey, he said it all his career, so we just
he has.
He done told us the whole thing. Brother love. Yeah, we understand now what that love meant. He said, I got love for everybody. Oh, you do got love for everybody because you giving love to everybody. Okay. Mr. $1,000. Let's go.
Oh, baby. I said, wait, what? Okay, let's go.
What brand was it? Was it Johnson & Johnson? Because we all know Johnson & Johnson ain't Johnson & Johnson no more.
I said, dang, Johnson & Johnson and all the heat. I was like, bless it.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, but let's see.
And KY?
Okay, let's go.
KY hit a stop mark. They said, oh, that's the shit Diddy be using. Let's go.
It's finally happening. P. Diddy has been arrested. Anything is possible! This is a moment for celebration. For so long, P. Diddy has gotten away with heinous crimes that tons of people knew about. From car bombs to assaults to sex crimes. It's like P. Diddy was going for some kind of high score, trying to catch every possible crime like a Pokemon. He has terrorized the music industry for decades and ruined so many lives. In recent times, the evidence against him to support all of the allegations that have existed for decades has been overwhelming and led to a large investigation against P. Diddy, and now it looks like we're reaching the climactic finale with him being arrested.
Because over time, it was just a lot of hearsay. You hear stories, and we've always heard stories of what's going on in the entertainment industry, and we just like, there's no facts behind it. Now, do I believe everybody that comes out and says something about these allegations and these people, with what they do? Nah, I don't believe everybody, because I'm like, you really telling me you were getting into all these rooms? You know what I'm talking about, referencing certain people, because I've told you about it before. Like, do I believe you at some point you might was in a room in certain situations, but I don't believe you in all these rooms you got something to talk about. I think some people, you know what I'm saying, nowadays continue to just tell stories because they need to check. That's the reason why they always on somebody's platform talking. And you'll never know who I'm talking about because it's so many people talking right now.
Yeah.
But certain people, I'm like, you ain't in all them damn rooms. But some people, I do believe some people are in those rooms and they won't tell everything though.
When this story broke last night, the indictment was sealed, but this morning they said, open the gates. Let them see. To sum it up, he has been charged with sex trafficking by force, transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering conspiracy, alleging he ran an enterprise that engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, or kidnapping, arson, and other crimes. He abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct from 2008 till now. The allegations mirror 11 civil complaints filed against him since 2023. Really, that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the P. Diddy lore. He is a horrible menace that has been around for decades. Also mentioned is that he had thousands of bottles of lube and baby oil that were seized from his home during those raids as part of his freak-off supplies. He also had tons of narcotics as well. So Diddy became infamous for his freak-off parties that would go on for days, where he'd force attendees to not only stay there and perform non-consensual sex acts in front of him, but he would just be pumping them full of drugs, and he would be watching while furiously masturbating like a coked-out goblin. So in relation to drug charges, he'd allegedly distribute cocaine, oxy, Xanax, GHB, MDMA, and ketamine. I'm going to be very brave here for a moment and say, that's not alleged. That is confirmed. The amount of drugs this...
Which is crazy. That's why he telling
What
people
was
they
all the
want to...
drugs?
I want you to party with me, Playboy.
And he really be like...
Why you don't want to party with me, Playboy?
But you don't want to party with me? No.
No, nigga. I know
I
what you...
heard about you.
Ain't no heard. I know what you doing. We all know. And those who going willingly... You side-eyeing their ass.
What you said.
Now we gotta know what that's.
Look, I don't want to have that much of a good time.
Now we all gotta wonder what was that fight about with J. Cole and him. But I'll say this: it's sad though, because I'll say it's very much so similar to Kale's, right? And when R. Kelly first went down, we was like, dang, in that first situation, that was just the rumblings to get it out there. And then years later, you really get a gist of what exactly is going on. So I'm like, is this kind of the same thing with R. Kelly? Like now we're finding out, like certain information is getting out there, but we really don't know what was going on. Like there's way more that could possibly be uncovered, or possibly,
Like right now it's already a lie, so it's just like if even more stuff come out.
Cause like what I'm saying, basically, like with R. Kelly with the first trial, that's when it first came out that R. Kelly was having relations with minors and recording it, and the information was getting out there. Like, oh, this is the monster behind the man that you see, you dance to, you enjoy his music, but there's a monster behind him. Now we're getting visual aspect of, oh, because this is like Diddy's first case. It's like, oh, this is the monster behind the person that gave y'all all these great artists and all this stuff. You're our entertainer, but we're revealing the monster behind it. People turned their back and just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? With the R. Kelly situation, people was like, just let it roll off. And then later on, we end up finding out, even before that situation, so much crazy shit went down, even after the situation, because unfortunately they let him go.
Yeah.
Even more monstrous acts happen.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, with P. Diddy, is this like just not the tip of the iceberg, but the rattling of the ice, like just shaking of the ice, until we can really see, like, uncover the layers, and we like, you behind this, all those conspiracies and stuff, those thoughts. Actually, there's some truth behind all of that, you know, with the Tupac situation and other events that have occurred. If you like, this is the layers that he had something to do with the Tupac situation. We don't have any factual information to be able to confirm that, so I cannot say whether or not it's true or not. But lots of people speculate that Diddy had something to do with not only Tupac's death, but also Biggie's death. If you have access to those, could you possibly have access to others, if you catch my drift?
Yeah.
But who knows? That's what I mean. It's still gonna be, I'm trying to say things without saying it, because I ain't trying to get, what I'm saying? I ain't got no money. You can't take that. I ain't got nothing you take. And you ain't finna take the one thing I got that you probably won't. I ain't I'm a man, Damon.
I'm done. But yeah, I get what you're saying, though.
Here for a moment and say, that's not alleged. That is confirmed. The amount of drugs this guy had here, he was like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, but drugs instead of candy. The amount of freaky shit they found in his house must have been like entering a separate dimension. Thousands of bottles of lube, like so much lube would make Bad Dragon's headquarters jealous. Thousands of bottles of baby oil, more than Johnson & Johnson's warehouse probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they found the goddamn death note among those freak-off supplies. His legal team seems very optimistic that things are going to go well for P. Diddy. They even released a statement saying, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office." Hi, Mark. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Are you serious? Like, I understand it's your job. I get that, but holy cannoli, an unjust prosecution, huh?
That's his job.
So what if there's overwhelming evidence to support the decades worth of allegations against Mr. Combs here? And so what if there's that video of him brutally beating Cassie in that hotel? He said he's sorry. Did we forget about that? He apologized. Let's all move on from it. Racketeering? You're gonna try and come after him for racketeering? Mr. Combs' brain is so rotted from years of drug abuse, he can't even spell racketeering, much less engage in it. This is a load of hooey. It's unjust. A miscarriage of justice, even. He goes on to glaze him a little bit, sucking on his cock, calling him a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, proven philanthropist. He then has the gall to say he's imperfect but not a criminal, and then says he's been nothing but cooperative with this investigation and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reverse your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide.
Now I'm finna say he relocated knowing he finna go to jail.
But I guess that was...
Nigga, you gonna have to come get me. I'm in Miami, ho. I ain't finna come to... What I look... Come on now. Why I'm coming to...
Making it easier for you.
Hell, you gonna have to do your damn job and come give me an extra night, my ass. I'm not finna let... You know what? Sean, best thing to do, let's move to New York. They're gonna arrest you next week.
Because they already knew that it was coming. It's like for it to look good for you, like just relocate.
He ain't relocate for that.
What he relocated for?
He was trying to have him one last freak off.
Reverse your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. See, that's the thing, Mark. People have all the facts because there's so much evidence with the facts. There is video evidence to support the facts. What do you mean? Again, I know he's just doing his job, but that shit is so shameless and foul. I don't know how you sleep at night when you have to defend someone that is obviously guilty like P. Diddy. It's fucking wild to me. P. Diddy. 31 minutes ago. Sean Combs arrested in Manhattan after grand jury indictment. They done caught the diddler. They also had that video drop of him.
And then the fact that now we know what P. Diddy actually stands for. You know, it was P. Daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I know it was Puff, but you know, he's talking about something else. You know?
I'm beating the shit out of her recently. And then he released the apology video about it. It's always, like, I understand it's their job to defend their clients, but it's always just so crazy. A statement from Mr. Combs' legal team said that they are disappointed with the decision to prosecute him and noted that he had been cooperative with the investigation and had voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Ugh. We're so disappointed that they're actually trying to hold him accountable. Like, we're really upset about that, actually. Yeah, there's overwhelming evidence to all of these awful, awful crimes that he's committed, including that video of him beating the shit out of Cassie. But like, why would you? Like, I thought this was a free country. Why would you try and like punish him for that? I'm assuming the apology video didn't work. We don't know yet. We don't know. Maybe they'll send the apology video out to the powers that be, and they'll be like, "Wow, he is reformed. This is a good man. We can't punish him for... He's changed. He has changed so much. Look at this apology video and how sincere it is. We're dropping the charges."
I was up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Now, Combs.
I'm not gonna show any of that.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It takes a big man like Puff Daddy to take full responsibility after saying he's gonna make no excuses and immediately starting the video with an excuse about hitting fucking rock bottom or whatever. Ah, man. A beacon of strength, really. It took a lot of courage for that apology video.
I bet.
I respect 50 Cent being a massive hater and selling the documentary Diddy Do It. 50 Cent has been, like, I would say an elite level hater of P. Diddy for quite a while. I don't remember how long ago this was, but there's a comment he left on an Instagram post of Diddy's that I think about from time to time and giggle on. It was P. Diddy riding a bike, and 50 Cent left a comment under it saying, "We all know there's no seat on that bike."
Did you see that?
That shit,
I did.
Like, I was grabbing my belly when I first read that one. I thought that was so good.
50B.
Earlier this evening, federal agents arrested Sean Combs based on a sealed indictment filed by the SDNY. United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, said in a statement, "We expect to move to unseal the indictment in the morning and we'll have more to say at that time." Federal grand jury in Manhattan returned an indictment against Combs, which set in motion his arrest. The charges remain sealed. Oh. Keeping him a mystery right now. A little loot box of charges here for him. What was the name of his camp for kids where he, like, brainwashed kids and shit? Was it Puff Daddy Pastry Parade or something? What the fuck was it? Puff Daddy Love Care? Puffy Flavor Camp. That's what it was.
The singer and
Puffy
producer.
Puffy.
You lying. You are lying. Have you ever heard it?
No. That's why I was like, wait, what he had a camp for?
What you looking at me like you heard
because
something?
you be knowing everything else. I'm like, do you know about that?
Let me see. It's
Let me see. I did
It's
know.
on the charger.
Yeah. I just didn't know that what it.
Oh,
was called.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I know about it.
But just imagine how many victims he has over the years that people are not speaking on. Because he is known for gravitating to new acts and discovering those new acts, but we don't know like what those new acts had to go through during that time. You got to think about it like Jodeci, Biggie, 112. We saw what he was making the motherfucker do to be his apprentice.
Facts.
Run across the street for a cheap. Run across the bridge to bring you some damn cheesecake. Nigga, who the fuck is you?
Yeah.
But I will say, if we were still of those times, like those times when before social media, you want a toothpick.
Yeah, let me have one.
Girl, you've been taking all my toothpicks, man. Dang, I can't keep one. But if we were still... Nah, I haven't used those. If we were still of those times, I don't think anything would have been done. I don't think...
it wouldn't have, because it's been going... me personally, because you know how I feel. Me personally, I think it's been going on for a very, 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 very long time. So, definitely, I feel like if something was going to happen... No, I don't think it would have. If we were still of, like, that era, those times.
If those times were now... I don't think nothing happens to Diddy. I think Diddy... still, the freak house will still be going on, and it will just be all.
Go ahead, sorry.
But like I tell you when we just talking about it amongst ourselves, I don't think this is a behavior that just
springs out of nowhere. No,
I don't think this is a behavior that he brought from his own desires. I believe. This behavior, like I believe even with the R. Kelly behavior, was a learned behavior. I think it's something both of these individuals saw and experienced and realized, we can get away with that, and have been getting away with it up into modern times of social media and the Me Too movement and the pressing of issues. And because y'all have been indulging in this type of conduct and act for so long that y'all thought y'all can possibly get away with it and not really think about the consequences and just been like, hey, I've been doing it. You know what I'm
Because when
saying?
you've been getting away with something for over like a decade, if longer, honestly,
And you know what they-
decades, honestly, then you do get a little cocky, you
And
get a little
comfortable.
arrogant and comfortable in it, and you like, oh, I ain't been touched. I
And
ain't
you
gonna,
know-
I'm good.
You know the thing they like, even R. Kelly always said, I just like he paying them. They took money from me all these years because that's typically how you get away with it.
Yeah.
You pay them, they sell it out of court with a NDA, and you move on. And that's how most situations happen.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he was so quick to cough up the money. That's what they do. They usually pay the money before the story gets out. The problem was Cassie already knew his MO. You pay the money before it gets out. She was there for a long time.
Yeah.
She knew he pays the money before the story gets out. The story never gets out. The case is settled behind closed doors, and he moves on with his life.
Continue
You
with
have
the
to
same
put the
cycle.
story out before he can pay the money. That's the reason why the story got out. He paid the money. He hushed her up, but the story is already out there. Now you have somebody who's like, oh, I'm a victim too.
Yeah.
He paid that much money? Oh, yeah, let me go ahead, you know.
And sometimes it just takes like that one person to like.
But it also, let me just
Go
say,
ahead.
it takes that one person to get everybody else going.
Mm-hmm.
But it also takes that one person that say, F the money, I want legal.
Yeah, that too. But hopefully it comes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That part, hopefully it comes. But sometimes it does just take that one person to be brave enough to speak out.
Yeah.
Because you will have people like that'll try to shut you down or try to be like, oh, she lying or not believe, all that. But I'm glad she was able to tell her story, speak out, and be like, yeah, regardless if it was whatever, regardless if she got something from it, still, she got out of the situation and was brave enough to like speak on it. Because you have some people that will never come forward and say anything.
In most cases like this, there is just a financial payoff, and you move on with your life. It's hard. It takes a lot for there to be any legalities as far as criminal actions brought.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, a lot of this behavior isn't something that they've always done their whole life. There were people doing this stuff before he came around. There will be people still doing this stuff even after he has. Because wherever there's wealth, there's also mystery. There's all let's call a spade. Is in the entertainment business.
It's always what's
There's power and money amongst those people. And unfortunately, a lot of people who used to do a lot of dirty things have passed away. Like, let's be real. It's a lot of people, but they're no longer with us, so we'll never get those stories. We'll never get... Like, one person, like I always say, I wonder if this person was still alive to this day, what stories and what information would have leaked out around Playboy. I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, we'll never get to know what really occurred in those spaces because that individual is no longer here.
Yeah.
So,
Flavor camp. That's right. Basically like abducted kids. That's exaggeratory. He didn't like abduct them himself, but that shit was foul. The 48 hours with Justin. Oh yeah. The P Diddy clip with Puffy Flavor Camp. He was like, I don't remember the whole. I'll pull up the clip I guess in a second. But there's a clip where there's an interview and he's like, no. Justin's got 48 hours with Puff. He's got a 48 Puffy hours. No interruptions. It'll be good for him or something. It's so weird. Fucking diddler. And in plain sight, right under everyone's nose for years. Finally, though, they're acting on all of the shit. Much like Epstein, it feels like everyone knew he was on some heinous shit, but no one came forward because he's so influential. Well, that was one of the big things.
yeah.
If I remember correctly, he had like a lot of dirt on everyone through throwing his Diddy parties. So I think that was a big piece of leverage for him in keeping people quiet for so long.
Facts. We
But
say that all the time.
tons of people knew all about Diddy and the terrible shit.
Most definitely did.
Yeah. And I agree. I agree with Charlie, man. A lot of people knew. A lot of people still know. And a lot of people are going to continue to turn a blind eye. And especially those who have been by his side this whole time. And you like, And then you would ask them, sir, didn't nothing happen when I was around, like, shorty. There's too much information has came around. Too many things has been leaked for you to be like, with anyone and be like, no, nothing happened with me.
Yeah.
He was perfect.
No one's perfect, child. And I'm pretty darn sure. Like, what makes you so, like...
Special.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something somebody been doing for a while.
Years on years on years.
So what makes you... I'm confused. You ain't seen nothing.
Only thing I'll say, and I'll leave the last comments to you, is I just hope everything that was done in the dark comes to light. I mean, when I say everything, I mean everything. I hope that was done in the dark comes to the light. And everyone that was a victim of his in any form or fashion get their just due justice.
Facts.
And I mean every last one. I don't know who all were wrongly...
how far it goes back.
Or how
recent,
sinister.
Or how sinister it is.
It is.
And it could be like the far-fetched thing. You be like, there's no... Because you hear about things. Or people have come out... No, listen. Or people have come out and been like, I think that this person did that, this and the third.
Yeah.
And people like, what? Like, you reaching. Like that's just, it's that conspiracy stuff. But you will be so surprised of, like, the, like, most...
Sinister.
The most sinister things that someone is capable of. Like, just... Me personally, I do think that, he may be behind, like, a lot of stuff. That's just my personal opinion. That's just me, like...
But we have no facts to back it up.
But I have no facts. Like, but I will say the stuff that people was still was like, still kind of like taking up for. It was hearsay, but I mean, some things you do have evidence to now. We have that, and I'm like, okay, I did kind of believe that, but didn't have any facts. Now y'all have something. Y'all like we have found this, and I'm like, okay, so maybe it may be other things that may come to light. So we'll see. Like
in due time.
In due time.
In due time, everything. But, But hey, man. Y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts for us about it in the comment section down below for us, man. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my pocket.